Welcome back. Earlier this week, we got a first look at the futuristic and dystopic film now in theaters, and today Jim Ferguson shares his review. Good morning, Jim.
Well, good morning. Our Hollywood happening today travels into the future. It's 2028 during the most violent riot in LA history. Caught in the middle of the riot is a 13-story old hotel. And thanks to the funding by a gangster, Hotel Artemis has become a hospital for criminals. The hotel is run by a no-nonsense nurse played by Jodie Foster. At her side is Everest, played by Bautista. He's totally loyal and tough as nails. Congratulations to both of you. I enjoyed every frame of that film.
Oh, good.
I really did, yeah.
Well, you need to tell everybody that. It's really original, I have to say. I'm so proud of that I'm in a movie that, like, I feel like I've never seen another movie like it.
At its best.
Yeah, that it has a sort of love of Los Angeles and of old films and the nostalgia of that, and yet it has this kind of crazy sci-fi action feeling to it. I don't know how he did it, honestly.
Well, we let our audience know it's set in 2028, 10 years later. In the middle of a riot in downtown LA, and this old Hotel Artemis is a place of survival, but not for everybody, right?
No, for criminals, and only criminals who are members.
Only criminals who are members.
Yeah.
And your character is the nurse.
Yes.
Strict rules. By the book.
Right.
And this gentleman, your right arm, Everest, was it because of Mount Everest, your size?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what I think we kind of spell it out in the film where she says, "What does this say? You guess why he's called Everest?"
I'm sure you can figure it out.
But Everest was very loyal to the nurse, and made sure those rules were enforced. Am I right?
That's his kind of his place in the film. He's very loyal to the nurse. I think she's very much his maternal figure. And I think he's also got a loyalty to her because she has saved him from an otherwise really, really horrible, violent life that I don't think he was cut out for, but I think he was a product of his surroundings. But she's given him a new chance at having a different life, and he's very loyal to her for that.
Yeah, Jodie, kind of a funny relationship where there's the little barbs and the little insults, and you know, you can see the dynamic working itself out, and it's the longest relationship in the movie. You know that they've been here
friends
for over 20 years.
Time. Yeah. You have other friends too.
Do I?
Like Waikiki and all these crazy people.
Each one of the rooms, the suites that you might be brought into, if you come to Hotel Artemis, has a name: Waikiki, Honolulu, Niagara, and they all have these gorgeous murals, these sort of retro murals in the rooms.
And modern techniques as far as medicine.
Lots of discussions about what the future is, and you know, we're all asking ourselves, what is the future? What is Los Angeles in the future? Is it, you know, what happens with the water crisis? What's going to happen in 20 years? What's going to happen with the healthcare crisis? And what's happening with all the new technology and how that's going to change medicine? And so
that's really interesting. I got 10 seconds. For a question for you. The way you developed the nurse. The walk, is that Jacques Cousteau?
Jacques Cousteau?
Yes.
That's interesting. I would think Jacques Cousteau would be more like this. You know, it's just a something. There's a voice, there's a walk, there's a wig, there's a fat pad. There's the mystery of all the things, you know, the voice, a sort of Barbara Stanwyck banter to it. I think the script really called for that this is a full transformation of a character who feels like she's in an old movie, but also feels really real. And, you know, I like to tell people that that the prosthetics took me hours, but it did.
Hello. How can I help?
Easy, fellas. Everybody's gonna get fixed up. Now verify your memberships, and we're off to the races.
The Artemis is a secret hospital for criminals.
I thought you were done with all this.
I got out, but you know how it goes.
You're never out. Not up here.
I thought this place was a myth.
We've been here for 22 years.
This hospital was built on two things: trust and rules.
You see that badge? That means I'm a healthcare professional.
You're an arms dealer, right?
Don't push my buttons. Don't you do that.
I'm a professional, but this woman, she's a business. If you knew what she could do to you with just that cup of coffee.
You're lucky this place has rules.
The Artemis isn't safe for us, because it is. It's a portable vault.
Worth about 18 million.
Wolf King's probably gonna want those back.
Okay, this is a real problem. It's here.
Open the gate.
That's against the rules.
Rules? Without the rule breakers, honey, where would you be?
You got like a plan. You're my brother. I love you.
3D printing complete.
I got the next best thing. I got a gun.
I guess my ballroom days are over, baby.
Showtime.
We'll talk about noir genre films. Hotel Artemis has to be at the top of the list. It's set in the future, but looks like the 1920s. Much like last year's Oscar winner, The Shape of Water, it's so different and wild, mixing comedy and violence with an all-star cast that includes Jodie Foster, Sterling K. Brown, Jeff Goldblum, and Charlie Day. Hotel Artemis is a film that creates a lot of, what did I just see? It's rated R. My grade, I'm going to give it an A. Also opening today, the animated action film Incredibles 2 and Ocean's 8, starring Anne Hathaway and Sandra Bullock. I'm going to see you next Tuesday right here on The Morning Blend with two of the stars of what should be the comedy of the year, Tag.